Come, ladies and gentlemen, Greg M here on the go live with your Olympic track and field updates. And you see who I'm getting ready to talk about. You see the picture. Taking this off the World Athletic Organization website. And I'm trying to get this in before the second half of the Olympics start for track. But as you can see, McLaughlin-Levrone's stuns the world with 400-meter hurdles record. Tobago and Nadim upset the favorites in Paris. Alright, so let's just read this here. With a performance of electrifying as it was enthralling, as powerful as it was peerless, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone cemented her status as one of the sport's all-time greats by obliterating our world record in the 400-meter hurdles. Olympic finals in Paris on Thursday. The US superstar clocking the time that seems plucked from a different stratosphere, 50.37. And to make a point, I think if Fenke Ball had risen to the occasion, didn't have tired legs, and pushed her, I think she would have, McLaughlin-Levrone would have run probably 49.95 or something, or 97. To be honest with you, she needs someone to push her. That was the undoubted highlight on the night where Let's See the Tobago won Botswana its first ever Olympic gold medal, floating to victory in the men's 200 meter in a time of 19.46, with the 100 meter champion Noah Lyles only third in 19.70. Pakistan won its first ever Olympic gold in athletics via Arshad Nadeem, who launched an Olympic record of 92.97 meters to win the men's javelin. USA Grant Holloway finally got the one thing his career was missing, Olympic gold in the men's 110-meter hurdles, clocking 12.99, while in the women's long jump, ever-recent US star Tara Davis-Woodall, with a leap of 7.10, achieved her lifelong dream. But there was no doubt about the star performer. It was the 25-year-old New Jersey native who made all the talk of the head-to-head with Dutch star Femke Bol seems more like hyperbole, with a solo exhibition that will live long in the memories of those who packed the stands at the Stadium of France. Bol was unable to stay with her and faded down the home straight, with USA Anna Cockrell coming through for silver with a big PP of 51.87. Ball was third in 52.15. So they go on and on, of course. But to me, at this point now, this young lady here needs to switch over now and run the flat 400 meters for the next few years, right? Or try and mix it up, maybe in some invitational race, compile a star-studded, bunch of athletes to challenge again, to push her to say she can get sub 49. But definitely for a new challenge going into 2028, to see if she can, between now and 2028, put her for the athletic organization and governing bodies, diamond leagues, to put top women together to challenge that world record that has been around, that 47.6, to break that world record. Right, because that's been around long time, and that's going to be one record that, until we get the right combination of competitive athletes in the same race together, running close to each other in times, or at least enough to push the leading runner, to make them have to run like Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone had to run. I mean, I thought she was going to get it, to be honest with you, but when I saw Fenke Bol start to fade and no one else was close enough, I was like, man, she might not get it. But boy, what a race. And then Noah Lyles, oh my goodness, man, he came out hopping and popping, energetic, and then, bam, second for third. Not that third is nowadays we're looking at third place in the Olympics as like, oh, well, that's nothing. That's still something. But for him, because he's hyped up so much, and he's take on the leadership role of, he's gonna make track and field exciting, and he's going to make sure bring, more recognition to the sports, and he's the face of track and field, the self-proclaimed face of track and field. Or others made him that way. Because since both left, they're looking for somebody sensational to keep the excitement into the sport. But at the same time, the controversy is they said he had COVID. We all saw when he came out in the 200 preliminaries with the face mask, not even the right one. If you have COVID, you need the N95 mask. And I didn't know if he was just being precautionary because something was going around in the villages or the hotels or wherever in general in the communities in France or in Paris, and he's just being cautious. I don't know. And then he lost. And then they're saying that he had COVID and he laying down. But to me, the way you come out jumping and hopping and popping, to me, that didn't show any signs that you're suffering from any weakness of the COVID. If anything, you were just, a little tickle in your throat, and, you didn't have no fever, no weakness. Because if you have COVID, you won't even, and it really hit your body hard, you're not able to jump up and hop around and run down the track and, trying to put on a show with all this energy. And then when you lost now, it's like, oh man, all of a sudden now the COVID taking you down. So anyway, the thing about it, the last Olympics in Tokyo, from what I understand, any athlete that tested positive had to go home. When they arrived there and they test positive, for whatever reason they're feeling a little sick and test, they couldn't compete and they sent them home. Now, if the USA Olympic Committee organization knew that and allowed this man to still run, he has infected athletes, and what if athletes had health conditions that we don't know about, that the COVID could really screw up their health or cause them to land in the hospital, possibly even die, or they go home to hug their loved one who's in the stand, and that loved one maybe have, cancer or something like that, and then you're infecting it, you're going and infecting people, spectators, and spreading in the stadium from just that one contact. And, to me, something needs to be said about that. The media is not even talking about that too much. I mean, I respect Noah Lyles as a competitor, but this kind of make me question him now as a person, because you train hard and understand you don't want to miss this a moment, and you want to be the double Olympic champion and join the likes of Usain Bolt and Carl Lewis and whoever, but not at the risk of risking other people's health. This is different times now, but people get selfish, man, and they want to get the Olympic glory and get paid again, I guess, of course. You got contracts that's on the line based on if you can win a double Olympic gold. Well, I don't know. This is kind of like something that, how do you address that now? In the future, if athletes are testing positive, should they still be allowed to compete if they're willing and able to? Or should precautions be taken? Because this virus, it mutates. It mutates, and the more people get infected, and then they're not checking vaccinations and stuff like that. But I hate to overshadow the win with McLaughlin, with ending my comments with this, but back to Levrone though. What a magnificent performance. Now, in about 15 minutes, they'll get ready to start the Olympics. But I wanted to address this, and big up to Levrone. Congratulations to her and to Let's See Tobago. And hey, that wasn't no fluke either. He beat Kenny Bednedrick and ran 19.46, improve upon his 19.5 he did, I think, last year. When he pushed Noah Lyles, almost beat him. And, what a wonderful thing, dedicated to his mother that just died this year. So he was dealing with a lot too. But I just hope he stays healthy, because Noah Lyles had actually hugged him. So, and congratulated him. That's close contact, man. All that breathing and stuff. Boy, I tell you. But anyway, this Olympics been kind of iffy. I mean, the way, I don't like the way, the things I'm hearing that's going on behind the scene with France, but thank goodness most of the athletes are able to come out and achieve the Olympic glory for their hard work. But Levrone, man, I think, going back to her, she needs to run the 400 some more now. Cause look how she run that fast 200 couple months ago. She probably can run 21.5, to be honest with you, with that kind of time in the hurdles. She just have to adjust to get used to changing from running in between hurdles and stride and, technicality of that, to be able to learn how to just get her body used to running flat forward without measuring how many strides between a hurdle and to get over the hurdle and stuff like that, To just get that used to flat out running now in the 4. Because she's run 48 a couple of times and she hadn't really focused on it. And I guess she came back to test it after being out of it for about a year or 2 when she was considering what she wanted to do. But anyway, congrats to her. And next year, it's going to be big competition again, World Championships. So there's a lot of other events and invitational races and diamond leagues to see athletes test themselves and still put on a show and world record performances and breaking meet records and so forth. But I think I would have loved to see the match between her and Paulino. My homegirl from Jamaica, Natasha Price, or Nikisha Price, I was surprised that she didn't make the final after running 48, but the collegiate season has taken a toll on her from the, running for Arkansas. I think her teammate in the US didn't make it either, but let's see what happened this evening. We have the 4x100 meter relay. The Jamaican men didn't make it, my homeboys. I ran in 2 Olympics in the 4x1 for Jamaica. 84, I got silver. But and we weren't the fastest team. So if the Jamaican women can put it together, they don't have to be the fastest team. They just have to have the best exchange, utilize the exchange zone, but have damn near perfect exchange and be able to medal. And if they get that and good enough lead, and can hold off the charging Shakara Richardson, whoever else that's going to charge. Right now, Jamaica don't have the best team. And the exchanges was awful. They still run an okay time, but not good enough to get to the finals the way everybody else is running now. Don't be surprised to see Japan and Italy going out there for gold again and challenging the US. I don't think it's going to be a world record for the men's or the women, to be honest with you. The women might run a 40.9 and the men are probably going to run a 37, 2 or something like that, or 37.18 or 5. But I predicted 43.4 for the 400, that comeback 400. And sure enough, that's exactly what Quincy Hall did, 43.4. Because just watching how they were running and, the way they were running and hitting 47 highs. And a couple of them hit 47 highs. I was like, it's going to take 43.4 at least to win gold. If nobody drops to the 43 low or break the world record. But anyway, that's just my take on that. Let's stand by for the rest of the evening and tomorrow to see how this thing is going to finish off. All right, that's it for now. Oh, like, share, and subscribe to help my channel get recognized in the YouTube universe. I'd appreciate it. And for all those who watch it, thank you for watching. All right.